Why do countless souls never return from their midnight ride? Welcome to the story of Kei and the train that never stops. Late nights in Tokyo are filled with whispers. Whispers about a ghostly train that appears only at the stroke of midnight. Kei, a young office worker, stayed late at work, and those whispers lodged in his mind. Missing the last regular train, Kei spots an unmarked, dimly lit train pulling into the station. Desperation overrides caution, and he boards. The interior is eerily silent, with dim lights flickering and passengers staring blankly ahead. As the train chugs along, the world outside grows darker and more desolate. Familiar stations become unrecognizable, and passengers begin to vanish one by one from their seats. Kei heads to the conductor's cabin, only to find it empty. An old newspaper on a seat reveals a spine-chilling truth. This train collects the souls of those who died alone, offering them an eternal ride to nowhere. The train starts to warp, interior stretching endlessly, and shadowy figures emerge to claim the remaining passengers. Kei must act fast to stop the train and escape its eternal grasp. He leaps off the train at full speed, waking up on the station platform where he first boarded. But something feels off. His reflection in the train's windows shows a shadowy figure watching him. #Japanese urban legend, #ghost train, #horror short, #creepy story, #scary tale, #paranormal horror, #dark tales, #urban myth, #nightmare fuel, #supernatural horror, #spooky story, #unsettling, psychological horror, folklore horror, mystery horror, Eerie, lost souls, ghost story, haunting, fear.